Look at this dude.
What's poppin'? Everybody come back to another video. Hey man, if you haven't already, so make sure you are subscribed to the channel, smash the like button, click that bell while you're at it, so you can be a part of the Post Noti Gang family, best family on YouTube. No cap, hands down. Hey man, we are here for Ray. Sorry, I had a bird. Damn. We are here for Ray William Johnson. He's the worst dad in history. Shit, we're gonna do less talking, more reacting. Let's dive right into this video. Let go.
So this guy is about to do something so evil that his own kid is gonna get him put in prison for it. So the kid, his name is Ronnie, and Ronnie is 8, and he's living
Little Ronnie over here snitching on his daddy.
in Florida with his mom and his special needs sister. And Ronnie, he wants what all 8-year-olds want: a stable home life with a good family. And his mom tries really hard to give that to him and his sister. However, there's a problem. His dad. Now, his dad is this guy, O'Neal. And O'Neal, he's just not a good dude. Like, he's been locked
Let me guess, he went to go get some milk and never came back.
up quite a few times for various offenses. Plus, he's kind of crazy. Like, he's always flipping out and yelling, and he eventually just leaves them and refuses to pay child support. But
Okay.
honestly,
This sounds like a typical deadbeat dad.
things are better for Ronnie and his sister when Dad isn't around. But one day in 2017,
I know that feeling.
something crazy happens. O'Neal, he's just standing there on the street, I guess, and someone nearby pulls a random drive-by shooting, and suddenly, bam, he gets hit by a stray bullet.
Oh.
And he's seriously wounded, so he's rushed to the hospital. Later, when he gets out of
I would call that karma, to be honest. Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing.
the hospital, no one offers to help take care of him. Not his parents, not his new girlfriend.
Hey, look, that's what happens, bro. When you burn bridges, bro, there is no going back to those people, man. You burn bridges with somebody, man.
Literally no one wants to help him. I guess because he's just such a jerk. So O'Neal calls up Ronnie's mom like, "Please, can you help me out? I have nowhere else to go." And even though they broke up, she feels bad for him. She's like, "Fine, you can stay with us and I'll help you recover." So
I'm surprised. I ain't gonna lie. Look, I'm petty. Like if I had an ex or a baby mama that did me wrong, bro, like really wrong, I ain't helping you. Fuck that.
O'Neal moves in with 3 of them, and Ronnie's mom starts taking care of him. But unfortunately, O'Neal, he's not a good guy, and he's crazy, so they fight a lot. And one day in 2018,
See, she should have never let him back in, man.
things get really bad. Because they get into an argument over who even knows what.
And if he's that crazy and that insane, you should understand that those type of dudes, or people I should say, because females can do the same thing, but those type of dudes, man, they will kill you. Like, we see these stories all the time, bro, where, you know, the baby daddy or ex-boyfriend kills ex-girlfriend or baby mama and the child, and it's like, bro, how could you do that? You feel me? Like,
And O'Neal flips out, and he goes into a rage, and suddenly he just snaps, and he grabs a shotgun, and he starts running around the house, chasing Ronnie's mom. And from here,
fuck that, bruh.
things get really dark really fast, because O'Neal, unfortunately, murders Ronnie's mom, and then he murders his own daughter, Ronnie's sister, and he does all this right in front of Ronnie. Then,
Yo, that is... I hope he... I don't know. Obviously, we'll find out towards the end of this video, but I hope he gets the death penalty at this point, bruh. Like, how could you kill your own family like that, bro? Even though you guys aren't together, that's still your family. That's your kids, bruh.
and he decides to go after Ronnie himself. Like, suddenly he grabs a knife, and boom, he stabs him, and then he stabs him again, and again, and again. Then he gets a gasoline can, and he pours gas everywhere in the house, including on Ronnie. Then he
That's so mad. You gotta be sick in the fucking head, bro.
lights a match, and he sets the whole place on fire, and the whole house just goes up in flames.
He deserves the death penalty, bruh. No cap.
And pretty quickly, police arrive. and they surround the place, and they see the fire inside the house. Right then, the garage door opens, and O'Neill just casually walks outside toward the police. And the police are like, "Get on the ground!"
He got some balls, bro.
But O'Neill doesn't listen. So, they tase his ass, and that makes him listen. And bam, police arrest him. Here's his mugshot.
Damn, he has no remorse, bro. His face says it all, bruh.
And so police throw him in the squad car. But then they see a silhouette stumbling out of the house. And it's Ronnie. And he's injured, but he's alive.
Injured? Yeah, he's been stabbed multiple times, right?
So they rush him to the hospital. And he's in critical condition, and he's not expected to survive. But eventually, he does start to get better to the point where he can, have visitors and stuff. Now, while he's in the hospital, he gets visited by one of the detectives working on the scene. This guy, Detective Mike. And one day, while Detective Mike is visiting, as he's leaving, Ronnie grabs his hand and he asks him to stay and watch a movie with him. And Detective Mike does. And so it's...
That's really nice of him.
Really nice that Ronnie, he's found someone to spend a little time with him. Not only that, Detective Mike later keeps returning to visit Ronnie in the hospital. Sometimes he'll bring his whole family to spend time with him there. So, that's good. Now, after a bunch of surgeries, Ronnie ends up making a full recovery.
Good shit. Like to see it. Love to see it, man.
So, good for him. However, now he has a new problem. His dad, O'Neill, has to go to trial over all this.
So they're going to put the kid on the stand. I wonder what his living conditions are going to be now, because his mom is dead. Dad's obviously going to be in jail. And obviously you don't want to go back to the dad, you feel me? But I wonder what his living condition is now.
And Ronnie...
Or a living situation, not condition, but...
It's the only survivor, so he's the only witness, which means he'll be expected to talk about the murders that happened that day and testify against his own dad. So a few years pass, and it's now 2021, and Ronnie is 11 now. And O'Neill's murder trial finally begins. And because he's clearly out of his mind, O'Neill actually waives his right to a lawyer and instead chooses to represent himself in court.
Just bro, at this point, you might as well just go ahead and just speak into the mic. I'm guilty. Just go ahead and put me in prison now. Just it's raps, bro. There's no getting out of it.
He's his own lawyer. And in court, he argues that the police are all against him and that they fabricated evidence against him and that they coached his son Ronnie to lie in court. And he claims that he did kill his girlfriend that day, but it was all in self-defense. And all this goes about as bad as you would imagine.
And I'm standing here competent as can be, representing myself. If you think I'm here to play around with y'all...
Yeah, you can just tell by the way he talks. He has mental issues, bruh. He has severe mental issues.
Damn it, I'm not.
All right, Mr. O'Neill, please stop using swearing language. It's not appropriate in a closing argument.
And so O'Neill pleads not guilty and claims self-defense, and he argues that police tampered with evidence. So then, poor little Ronnie has to do one of the bravest things I've ever seen a kid do. He has to testify against his own dad.
And I don't even care if it's... Because the way, Ray is saying it, against his own dad. I don't give a fuck who you are. My dad, I don't care. What you did to me, mom, whatever the case may be in this case, bro, I would have no issues getting on the stand, bro. Give my dad the max, bro. No cap, bro. What?
And because O'Neill is acting as his own attorney, he's the one who gets to cross-examine Ronnie. So he's the one asking him questions. And
damn, that's kind of, yeah, that would be weird.
This is the first time they've spoken since he attacked him.
Did I hurt you that night?
Hell yeah.
On this incident?
Yes.
I did. And how did I hurt you?
You stabbed me.
So Ronnie does the right thing and the scary thing, and he tells the court all about what happened that day. And of course, his testimony is enough to put O'Neill in prison for life. I mean, it's double murder, attempted murder, arson, all kinds of stuff. So now that Ronnie has...
Yeah, definitely life, but I'm like, well, depending on the state, but I don't know death penalty, but if it is in question, bro, like, if the state, if he was in a state that allows the death penalty, he would definitely get it. Like,
said the words that could get O'Neill locked up for life, does O'Neill finally take accountability? Show remorse?
Nope.
Maybe apologize for his crimes?
Nope.
No, of course he doesn't. In fact, at the end of the trial, he very directly says that he's not sorry.
I am not sorry for something I didn't do, and I am not sorry for the things I did do.
Mr. O'Neill,
All right.
listen, stop right, stop,
All right.
listen to me.
I'm not.
You're not going to raise your voice again.
And so anyway, ultimately, the jury believes Ronnie, and with the help of his testimony...
Oh, believes Ronnie. Okay, I thought he said they believed O'Neill, bruh. I was about to be like, what the
O'Neill gets convicted. So Ronnie's bravery gave his mother and sister the justice that they deserved. But now the question is, what's going to happen to little Ronnie?
That's what I was asking.
Remember, all he wanted was what all kids want, like a stable home life with a good family. But all in the same day, he lost his mom, his sister, and his place to live. And since then, back in 2018, he was taken into state custody, and from there, he bounced around from place to place,
Damn.
living in foster care.
So there was no other family that could take him in.
But it's about a year later that something pretty incredible happens. Remember Detective Mike, the cop who worked on Ronnie's case and visited him in the hospital? Well, one day, Detective Mike gets a call from a social worker, one who had been working on Ronnie's case. And the social worker's like, "We can't find a home for Ronnie. Do you possibly know anyone who can take him?" And Detective Mike's like, "I do. Bring him here. We want to adopt him."
Damn, that's crazy. That's dope.
And so Detective Mike officially adopts Ronnie and welcomes him into the family. And now Ronnie has a dad and a mom and brothers and sisters.
That's dope.
And here is a picture of them. Here is another picture of them at a baseball game. And so finally, Ronnie gets a home and the stable family life that he has always wanted. I'm not crying, you are.
Yeah, no, I ain't gonna lie. Like, that warms my heart so much, bro.
While his dad O'Neill gets sentenced to 3 life sentences plus 90 years in prison.
So just in other words, bro, you're just never gonna see freedom again, which you don't deserve. Honestly, they probably got you locked away somewhere in that prison for the crazy people. You feel me? Because you are definitely not all there in the head, my boy. If you guys made it to the end, I greatly appreciate it. Smash the like button, leave a comment, click that bell while you're at it. Till next time, I'm gonna see y'all next time. I'm out.